This Law and Order episode has a twist involving a art theft, but these are their stories. Worldwide news. There has been an art theft at the Renaissance Museum. Many of the Renaissance paintings have been stolen. If you have seen or heard anything, please inform your police department immediately.
It was December 16th, 2018. It was a nice day out. I went to the Renaissance Museum, looking at all the paintings, when I noticed the School of Athens by Raphael was gone. One by one, more and more of the Renaissance paintings disappeared. Down here! Where'd the Last Supper go?
I don't know, do you remember what it looks like?
No.
I think we need investigators.
Hi, I'm Brooke Jackson. I am an expert on everything Leonardo da Vinci, especially his work The Last Supper. I flew in all the way from Vinci, Italy to help solve this case with my fellow investigators.
Hi, I'm Maya Green, and I'm in love with Raphael. I mean, his paintings, The School of Athens, mwah. I'm so dedicated to this case. Night and day, I will be up grinding to help these fellow investigators.
Hi, I'm Emily Chilson. I've studied Michelangelo for years. I know him better than the back of my hand. He is my rock. He is my everything. And it just makes me so sad thinking of who would steal his prized artwork. I will discover this mystery. I will find the thief.
Oh, hi, didn't see you there. I have come all the way from Florence, Italy, to clear the name of Botticelli, the greatest, and I mean greatest, painter alive. I can't believe that his Primavera and the Birth of Venus have gone missing. I will do anything to clear his name.
The Last Supper was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, and it centers around the beauty of mankind and the emotions that can overcome men when put in a vulnerable situation. The painting depicts the moment that Jesus Christ told the 12 apostles that one of them will betray him. Jesus Christ is the focal point of the painting, with the apostles in groups of 3, with 2 groups on either side of him. Leonardo uses the calmness of Christ to contrast the emotions with the other 12 men. The reactions of the men vary greatly across the painting.
Botticelli was a great Renaissance man who demonstrated many values of the Renaissance time period. He showed classicism, humanism, and individualism through his paintings. These paintings show an immense amount of perfection and elegance, so much that it is said that he tried to top the amount in later works, when he was unable to match or surpass the magnificence of the Primavera or the Birth of Venus. These paintings are often grouped together, as they show the immense amount of thought he put into his work, like adding mythological characters, increasing the meaning and the value of the paintings.
One of Raphael's most famous paintings is the School of Athens. Raphael displays through his paintings the values of the Renaissance, which are classicism, well-roundedness, and humanism. The painting has many ancient philosophers, including Aristotle and Plato, in the center. The School of Athens is a work dominated by the ancient Greek conception of classical architecture. Every element in the design of the building is symmetrically balanced.
The whole work is rigidly geometric.
Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel shows many depictions of humans in Christ. Michelangelo was reluctant to paint the ceiling when Pope Francis II asked, until he finally convinced Michelangelo. Michelangelo refused that he was a painter, but once the Pope convinced him, he spent 4 years on his back completing the Sistine Chapel. He completed 10,000 square feet with sketch, plaster, and paint, and the curve in the ceiling made his job extra hard. The ceiling contained more than 340 human figures, showing his supreme ability to present human forms. Today, the Sistine Chapel is one of the most famous art pieces from the Renaissance time period. Yeah, it was just so scary.
Ma'am, we have some suspects for you to review.
Have you ever just wanted to paint a Renaissance painting, but just too astonished by the detailed artwork? Or are you the type of person who was blinded by the greatness of mankind and the renewed interest in classical age of Greeks and Romans shown through the Renaissance paintings? You may even have no artistic ability, but still want to paint a beautiful Renaissance painting? Well, you're in luck. With just 2 small payments of $7.25, you can take these little bad boys home. The magical Gucci artist sunglasses, which help you paint astonishing Renaissance paintings. Please do not buy this product if you are allergic to Gucci.
It was number 3.
Were you or were you not at the Renaissance Art Museum on December 16th?
Nope.
We really need to figure out why he did this.
Guys, I'm so sorry I'm late, but I think I have a theory. I think all the paintings that were taken are connected by the values of the Renaissance.
What are the Renaissance values?
Well, I know that one is humanism.
What's humanism?
Oh, I know, I have it right here. Humanism is focusing on the importance of humans rather than spiritual matters, and depicting rationality and showing precision of the human body. Your guys' painters show humanism.
It says here in my notes that Da Vinci used humanism to show raw emotions of man in his painting, as well as using the importance of light to highlight important reactions in different body parts.
Botticelli used humanism in a different way. He showed great detail in his paintings, especially to the human body, which created a sense of realism.
So did Michelangelo. As here, Michelangelo reflected the use of a properly proportioned human through power and intelligence, just like yours.
Mine reflects humanism as well, but in a different way. The School of Athens had many Greek gods, including Zeus. By having the classical gods in the paintings helps us understand how mankind truly is.
Guys, isn't it so cool how one value of the Renaissance, humanism, can be reflected by so many of our artists?
Yeah.
And in many different ways.
Yeah, and we all love our artists in a different way, and the way that they all reflect them in their own way is also so precious.
So precious.
So what's another value of the Renaissance?
I know another one is individualism, but I'm not quite sure what it means.
I know what individualism is. Individualism is one perfecting themselves to make themselves better.
Yes, and Da Vinci used individualism in The Last Supper by using an art called painting and fresco. He'd use painting and fresco because he wanted to make as many changes as he needed to make it as perfect as can be by painting with wet plaster.
Yeah, Michelangelo painted the Sistine Chapel there too to make it as perfect as can be. Michelangelo helped other people too by becoming more aware of his art and following his footsteps, making them more aware of themselves as individualists. Being active in many different fields is another Renaissance value. This is called being well-rounded. Do any of your guys' people express well-roundedism?
Leonardo da Vinci experimented with physics, wrote music, studied geography, optics, anatomy, geology, and botany, which really made him a Renaissance man.
Raphael was definitely a well-rounded Renaissance man. He adapted very well, which made him excel in many different elements of art. He painted portraits, devotional subjects, the private room of the Pope, and he also designed tapestries. My favorite. Raphael was soon placed in charge of all papal projects involving architecture, paintings, decorations, and the preservations of antiques.
Michelangelo also shows well-roundedism. He shows it by being a great student and a fantastic artist. He's excelled in smarts, though he left school, and is naturally smart. But also in his sculptures and paintings, it just shows how well he can put everything together and still make it perfect. I just miss that painting so much.
Botticelli also showed classicism through his artwork.
What is classicism?
Classicism is the renewed interest in classical age of Greek and Romans.
Cool. Botticelli's paintings, especially the Primavera and the Birth of Venus, demonstrate classicism as they show a new interest in classic age Greece and Rome. Many of his works were contemporary, but yet inspired by ancient masterpieces. His use of classical subjects are as significant as his use of religious subjects in his paintings. The classic sources used for the renderings of the Birth of Venus and the Primavera showed the strive for beauty, perfection, and the ideal aesthetic that is meant to be treasured. Feminine beauty is also such an essential part of Botticelli's classical and religious paintings.
Raphael also shows the Renaissance value classicism in his painting The School of Athens. By having the ancient philosophers Aristotle and Plato be the center of the painting. It also is a traditional work of art in the ancient Greek time. It renews interest in ancient Greek paintings. For example, it uses math techniques, linear vantage points, geometric shaping, modeling, the use of light and dark to create the figures in cool and different ways.
We just need to find those paintings.
Don't worry, we will.
The investigators finally concluded why Benny T stole all the paintings. He had stolen all the paintings because he wanted valuable work from great Renaissance men. The paintings included many Renaissance values, which are humanism, individualism, well-roundedness, and classicism. They even found Benny T and had gotten all the paintings back. You may be asking yourself, where is Benny T? And what happened to him? Well, Benny T was sentenced to 10 years in jail. The cops had also done some further investigation on how Benny T stole the paintings. The cops had found out Benny T did karate for 10 years and had a black belt. Benny T told the cops he could sneak past any person at any time. I guess the cops better watch out.
Okay,
last time.
We probably looked so weird.
I stopped accepting. This was so precious.